Okay, so we have a shorter video this week. We're going to get right into it. We are going to share with you the untold story of what happened to us at Zhangjiajie National Forest Park in China.
China.
And I am saying that name wrong. I know it's completely incorrect, but that's the best I can do.
Is it Zhangjiajie?
Zhangjiajie. Actually, to foreigners, it's known sometimes as the Avatar Mountains because the mountains look like the mountains in Avatar, I guess.
It was inspired, the world of Avatar,
Yes.
the movie, James Cameron. That world was inspired by these mountains.
Yeah.
At Zhangjiajie. Am I saying that right? Mandarin friends, help us out.
Zhangjiajie.
Zhangjiajie.
Oh, thank you.
That's where we're going next.
We're not saying it right.
No.
It doesn't matter. The
Okay.
Avatar Mountains.
All right, enough of us talking about this. So, if you saw our original video from Zhangjiajie,
The Avatar Mountains.
the Avatar Mountains, then you know that it was completely packed with people. Like,
China.
so many people. It was actually quite unbelievable. It was like being at a rock concert in the wilderness.
We call it the mosh pit on the mountain.
The mosh pit on the mountain.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got there, and as soon as we got there, we could tell that it was just going to be, there are a lot of people there, but as we got higher and higher and higher to the main viewpoints, it just became like this huge mass of people, and then we got roped into about 3,000 photo ops. The entire day was nothing but photo ops.
It was madness. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was chaos, but fun chaos.
But
I guess.
yeah, exactly.
It was exhausting.
That's China
at the
in a
end of the day.
nutshell.
That is China in a nutshell. There is a tale of two Chinas. We've been alone in China a few times, and this is one of those times.
One of the few times that we were absolutely alone in China. So what we did is the second day, we went to this park for 2 days. On the second day, we decided to kind of just veer off to another section of the park.
Yeah. Not follow the crowd.
Right, not follow the crowd. And so we're walking along this path, and we kind of realized, wow, there's not many people on this path. It's not as busy as it was yesterday.
So it's day 2 in Zhangjiajie, and we took a different path today. There's a bug on my thing. Day 2 of Noah.
You're rolling.
Okay. Day 2 of Zhangjiajie, and there's that bug again. Oh my god, what is happening?
We just kept going and going and going, and eventually we kind of just found ourselves alone.
Yeah.
And we came upon this viewpoint, and we were literally the only ones there. It was so quiet, it was so peaceful. In fact, it was so quiet that Lynn actually fell asleep.
I took a nap.
Yeah.
I think it was like 2 weeks of just China in my face, and it's an extreme country, especially for Westerners, and the sound of just the wind and the view of the Avatar Mountains.
And the jungle noises.
And the jungle noises, the cicadas, I was done.
Yeah.
I was out. So I can actually say that in China, all alone, me and Noah, I took a nap in front of the Avatar Mountains, the viewpoint. So it was kind of amazing.
It was very amazing. And so from there, we continued on by ourselves, and we came across, I guess, what you could describe as a warning sign, I guess. Warm tips. So that means do go through
Warm
there.
tip to go through.
Okay. After we crossed over into this forbidden zone, it became very apparent that the section of the park that was closed off was actually pretty big. And
It's like 3 miles worth of park that no one was at all.
No.
And we're like, why? What is with this part of the park?
Yeah, we couldn't figure it out. I mean, clearly the trails weren't maintained. We even found this weird building that was abandoned, and you could tell that it was like, maybe a snack station or like a place to hang out and have a picnic or something. And
Us, abandoned barn is all about that urbex. So that was fun.
We love the urbex. So we're hanging out by this weird building, and we keep going, and we find another sign that is pointing towards these various named attractions. What are our choices?
Here's our choices. We have Full Feelings in the Valley, or we could take the path of pointing and stone talking about the things in ancient times.
What to do? So we decided to just pick one and go, and eventually we found the reason that the authorities decided to shut down this particular piece of the park is because a whole section of the walkway had completely slid off of the side of one of these tall karst structures. I mean, like, completely slid off. And honestly, I wonder, like, when did that happen? Did that happen in the middle of the night? Did that happen actually when people were on it? We'll never know.
No one will know.
Yeah.
Chinese friend, do you know?
Yeah, what happened to this?
What happened there?
Was there an accident
Tell us
at
stories.
this park?
Yeah.
So as we got closer to the section of the trail, I started getting more and more nervous because it's like we were literally on the side. I mean, the trail's already kind of just hanging off the side of these karst pillars, even though you don't quite know it because there's trees and whatnot. And the closer we got, I just got more and more nervous. And of course, Lynn wanted to go for it. If you fell at all, you would fall down a cliff and die. So I, for one, would like to continue traveling. I don't know about you.
I think we should risk it.
Fucking kidding me, seriously.
The reason why we're alive and with you today is
Yes.
because I think Noah wins as far as I'm like, let's risk it. Let's do it. I already had us cross a log and I was like, oh, we could do this. Let's see what's on the other side. Thankfully, we listened to Noah because we probably would have died, and who would find our bodies in China, deep buried in China.
I was this close. I was this close to going for it. And I'm so glad we decided to turn around because honestly, I don't know what would have happened. And frankly, when we decided to turn back, I got another shot of that particular overhang, and it really did look like had we decided to try to cross what little of the path remained, something bad could have happened. And in fact, when we were going up to this breakage in the trail, even like the stairs were wobbling and things like that. So
Moral of the story, follow your instincts.
follow your instincts. So
Don't be like Lynn.
no. So that was super scary. But then we kept going and we found this section of the path that kind of led out onto this metal staircase that was kind of bolted to the side of this cliff.
Yeah, what was the name of that?
It's called Frightened in the Height, I think.
Yeah, frightened in the height. We knew we had to go there. We're like, what does that mean?
The staircase actually had a big hole in it. So so naturally, being the gentleman that I am, I made Lynn go first.
Of course I went first in my flip-flops. And again, this was off limits to everyone. In fact, we could see on the other side how it was just packed and it all came back to us, deja vu, of what our day was prior. And it was just crazy people. And here we were in Frightened in the Height and we were all alone. And it was horrifying.
Yeah.
I'm not afraid of heights at all. I was frightened in the height.
I was actually pretty scared too, especially because the staircase was effectively abandoned. Everything was abandoned. Nothing is maintained. Everything is getting old and rusting and all that stuff. So yeah, I have to admit I was a little bit freaked out there. It was
Cool.
amazing.
I would do it again. Would you do it again?
Absolutely in a heartbeat.
Yep.
Oh yeah, that's a long fucking way to the bottom. Pardon my language here, but it's gonna get filthy.
You gotta so I can take photos of you.
All right.
And I'm not even scared of heights, but holy shit.
I am. I'm afraid of heights. Oh my god, this is cool. This is cool. Wow, look at this place. Well, I'd say that this place was well worth the effort getting here. It took us a while to get here and plan the logistics of getting down here, but wow. And the fact that we were able to basically find an abandoned chunk of the park and be completely alone for the entire day and then find this crazy place. I mean, just look at this place. Unbelievable. So there you go. Zhangjiajie National Forest Park, China.
Come.
So you can definitely see why they would shut that down. And actually, I think we can go get a better shot of it. So let's go check it out.